Hi, Richie. Lost me book again. I've been writing in it, so... Oh, well. It'll turn up when I'm not looking for it. I'll just... There's me going, I'll have a day off today. I'll just watch a film. Didn't really happen. Where is it actually? Well... Hi, I've been sat doing more of this embroidery, which is going to be a Native American Indian that I've never embroidered. I've only just started doing it, and I've never done a Native American Indian girl with a little, what is it, hummingbird. So yeah, been doing that. Hi Lily. I'll just wait. I'll just have a sip of my brew a minute while it's hot, because it'll go cold anyway. My son's been playing with these, you know, when they spill all over the floor. Bubbles. Gotta get back to being childlike, you know. But they don't even work. Fixing my push mower. Oh, I hear. Oh, I've got some stuff out on the table. What looks nothing like you? Right, I'm just going to light this a minute because... Do you remember I made a incense holder? Gonna burn this. Oh, it smells really nice. If anyone uses these are really, really, really nice. I think they're Stamford, and it's called Angel's Touch. And they smell like, I don't know, they just smell really fresh, these ones. Really nice. My lighter's running out. Hi, Five Flames. You can't stay. It's all right. Hi, JP, Mr. T, Lily, Red Eye Jedi, and Richie, and Warrior X. Oh, at least we've got a mod in the house. And Julia. And Chocolate Ace. Oh, let's see what comes out of my mouth today. Now, I have I like Yankee Candle. Yeah, I like vanilla. Vanilla's my favourite. I won't tell anyone. Hi, Sue. So, just put that there a minute. You probably see a load of smoke coming over in a minute. Let's move this out of the way. Hi, 17. Woo-hoo-hoo. I've seen 17 everywhere today. I've been looking at new channels from some of the channels you lot probably go on, and I'm like, I'm the 17th comment or the and I'm like, oh, something. But there you go. So I've got a bit of a chat about, well, the main thing was positivity contract. I'm going to go over a little bit that I was talking about before, which was you're 22 a lot. Oh, it's on 18 now. Armour of God, which I was talking about before. The meaning of entity, because we say entities a lot, don't we? Entities. Hi, Ebenezer. Hi, Curious Looking Inside. And... oh! I'm going to show you something from before, because I'm going to mention dreams again, because if I don't get it... Hi, Tappa Teppa. Hi, Dolly, staying in. Oh, you're staying in? I thought you were out in the pub. I'm not going to be on for long anyway. Just let me go and get it, because I saw it before and I thought, oh, it looked more like this. Look more like this. Right, I'll get this out now before I forget. This is just a sort of, it's not a yoga mat, but I've had this for ages. It's like a bed of needles sort of thing. Acupuncture sort of one of these. Had it for ages. See? So you lie on it. Anyway, it's nothing to do with this. Hi, Lynn Studio. It's more to do with, you know, when I said I went to, well, I don't want to say I went to sleep last night. Closed my eyes last night. Started seeing the electric blue. And I said it came in like patterns, like a bit like when you're looking through a kaleidoscope. Is that what they're called? And I was like, oh, it's coming in again. And I said it looked more like, I thought it was like the flower of life or something like that, but I thought it wasn't quite the flower of life. And then I was like, what was it? I can't remember the pattern inside, or it was a bit like the flower of life, but it might have been layered over layers. But the outside was more like this. You know, like a mandala, this shape. You know, like rose petal shapes. And I believe what did they say about roses? And the geometric shapes, whatever you call it, was more like this pattern on the outside, and it might have been like maybe all this inside. It was all like, I think layered, like lattice. Is it lattice? Like layered. But I remember it being more like a sort of rose petal, because I sort of call that a sort of rose petal shape. Which I think that's one of the things of, you know, love, and, you know, the rose symbol's quite symbolic, even though some use it for one and one use it for another. I think Fifth World knows what I might be talking about, what I'm trying to say there. But yeah, the outside of the pattern, that rose, yeah, I know about it, but I can't remember the thing about the rose, and especially in the, is it geometric shapes or like whatever you call it, was, hi Sleeping Warrior, Tapalu, isn't it JP? How can a one woman talk this much? Sleeping Warrior, I can talk forever. I did a singing thing once, not that I can sing for 3 hours straight, so I think it was over 3 hours. A pattern material blue on the back. Ah, yeah, it was, look back at Dolly's, I do talk a lot, I am a woman. And it was that sort of pattern. So, yeah. I don't know, I don't feel tired, I just feel really energised actually. But more like the pattern of a rose on the outside, but very layered on the inside. And I think it was changing or it was pulsing, but it was that electric blue that I always go on about. So just wanted to throw that out there before I forget, because I'll probably mention that after, with, oh my God, the dream I had last night, and I'm trying to look for the book because I've lost it. And I wrote it down, but now I've lost the book, so I don't know where it is. But it might jog my memory in a bit, because I was sat in the garden with it, so I'm trying to think where I put it. Anyway, I might find it in a bit. So, first thing I wanted to talk about was positivity contracts. I've done this before. Sue in chat will know I've done this sort of stuff before. I've done the, just let me grab it, because I'll have to re-go over this. 17 synchronicities. Synchronicities, people. Roxanne and Dolly on Q is heavy hardcore red pilling. Oh yeah, it is. Not that really talking about Q today, you're alright folks. But I used to do this on a year ago or before, and people did do this and did report doing it on YouTube and did show me on YouTube that they were doing it on Facebook, and it was really nice. Hi Sandy, and hope you got your gifts. And this isn't new. I didn't make this idea up. A lot of people do it, and a lot of people do the other one that I'm doing. But I just think it's a good thing to remember to try and do, especially now. Hopefully, in the next few months, the weather's going to get better here. Did you get your earrings? Oh, and by the way, talking about earrings, I made these ones ages ago. The little fairies on a moon, and then this stone here is actually moonstone. It's a natural gemstone. because you know I make my own jewellery sometimes, so I've just started adding roses into paintings. Well, 50, it's funny because, oh, thank you, Sandy. This, I can't remember what Sandy got, but these that I make, handmade, all handmade, I've done one with roses and things on, and I want to do more flowery things. Dutchess just got, hi Dolly, looking, thank you. So this is not new, it wasn't my idea, but I do put it out there and I need to do more of it, and I think people should do more of it because it's all about pumping positivity out there. And if you're thinking, oh well, I don't talk on a YouTube channel, I don't know that you don't have to. You can do, like I said, cute, aren't they? I'd have to see if I've got the stuff, JP. I know that's why I need to get going with my art stuff and stop being a bit lazy with it, because I just do it a bit like, you know, like I've been doing. I know I keep showing this. Dave's Native American Indian, what do you call it? Embroidery that I've never really done before, but you know, it's going to have a little hummingbird there. Thank you. So, positive message dropping in a letter. I read this out the other day. I found it and forgot that I wrote it. So you can either write something short, a little positive thing. It could be anything, because you don't know who's having a rubbish day, especially with what's going on today, and people are so confused. So what you do is you write a little note. When you go shopping or you're on the bus, or if you're in work, you could stick it somewhere. Don't tell people at work that it was you that did it. You could, even if you've got like a grumpy boss, you could just stick it somewhere so they find it. And if they go, oh, do you know this? You're like, no, don't do it in your handwriting though. Because it might start giving them a bit of positivity and showing them that people care. So, like I said, this one I did ages ago. I just found it in a drawer because I used to have them lying about. So, if they were in my bag, you put them in your bag. I'd just think, oh yeah, I've got one in my bag, and I'll just stick it over there when I go out, like stick it down the side of a bus seat, so someone will find it. They've not got to see you doing it, but it's got to be there so someone can see it, so they can pick it up. So, and this one just said, I did read it out the other day, might sound a bit corny to some people. Hello there, you may be having days that are not as good as others, and sometimes you may doubt yourself, but hold on in there and believe in you and all you can do. It will always turn out in the end the way it's meant to. You are strong, you are a beautiful human. Please always be kind and treat others how you want to be treated, and all good things will come to you. Give love and you will receive love. And then I just put, have a great day, Dolly Daydream. So, not that they'd know who that was anyway. And just put it somewhere. The other way of doing it is pebbles, which this one looks a bit funny because it went wrong, but it doesn't matter, I'll still use it. And when I paint some more up, I'll show you them because it went a bit, the face looks really weird, but people do it with pebbles where you, hi Roxanne, hi Tammy, I'll just hit you, is anyone else coming new? Alison, anyone that I might have missed. You can paint on them, draw on them, stick stickers on them, write something on them, and it's the same thing. You put it somewhere. People probably know about these because people do it all over the world. You drop a pebble and it's for someone to pick up, but you could do ones that, I believe if you put your energy on this, it's a stone, it holds energy, everything holds energy. You could put it about and someone will pick it up, so it could be a lucky stone. Just to remind themselves when they look at it, people care. So mine was called an angel stone, and it says good vibes, so it's to give you good vibes when you look at it. But I would put this down on a country walk or something for someone to find, and it's meant to be, it's gone wrong, but I don't care, I'm still going to use it. It's meant to be a little angel, but the face went a bit wrong. It has got glitter on it somewhere, on the wings. It's just a little angel, so I pop that somewhere when I'm out, so someone can pick it up and keep it. And you can write a little message on the back, positivity. So I used to call this one positivity pebble dropping. And this was like the positivity note dropping, just to let people know that people out there care, because you don't know who's having a bad day. And I have said this many times before, because I know if I picked something up like this, and we found stones like this, my son has found about 6 walking about just our area that kids have painted. So this, as I've said before, is not just for you to do. You can get your kids to paint stones, and I just put a bit of PVA glue over to stop, so if it's outside raining, it won't run. You can get your kids to do it, and you could write the message on the back. So it is a good crafting idea for your children to do, and they'll love it. And imagine if your kid found one as well. My son found them. He's like, "Oh, mummy, look what I've got." I was like, "Yeah," and we put them in the garden. So, yeah, you don't have to be good at drawing. You could cut. You could use collage on them and glue it on. You could write on them. You could just paint patterns on them. Anything. It doesn't, or just a heart or something. It could just be a heart with nothing on it. So you guys in chat are so great. I just think you're all lovely. Lovely. I'm very chilled today. Very chilled. So that is a contract. And why I'm saying a positivity contract is I think that you should make a contract with yourself that you should do something like this once a week and then build it up. Now, I was thinking, I got this makeup bag ages ago, not that I use it, or pencil case, I don't even know what it is. I don't use it, from the cheap shop ages ago. And it says believe in it. So I thought, because I used to put these in my bag. I think I'm addicted to it. Well, that's all right if you're addictedly, as long as it's keeping you happy. That's the point, positivity. Because I used to stick these in my bag and everywhere and lose them. So I thought, if I made a load of little letters up, and when I get some stones going, I put them in my bag, and anything else, little positivity pouch, and put that in my bag so they're all in there. So if I'm out anywhere, I've got like a supply of, you don't have to throw them out all in one day. You've just got a supply where you can just drop something somewhere. Like, you could be in a restaurant on a date or something, you could just put one on your seat after you've gone out or something. I just think it's nice. And I know that if I found one, because my son's found a lot, I'd be well happy, I'd be chuffed. You found me about 2 weeks ago, Lily. I'm sure it was longer than that. So I think everyone should make a positivity contract that you should do something, like a secret positive message dropping. Even if you've got a really horrible boss, can you imagine, like, them finding it, but it's a sort of secret, so it makes you laugh anyway because they don't know who it is, but it's a nice thing that you've done anyway. You've never found one, Sue? I'm trying to think if I have found one. I found the stones, but I let my son see them first. So I don't know where my dream book is. I'm going to have another look in a minute for it, because this was my other dream book that I made myself, which I know I keep saying this, I need to make more of these books because they're all handmade. These are handmade, everything's handmade, because I do believe in the power of writing things down, because like I said the other day, I had a dream, I forgot about it, and I can't recall it, and I really wanted to recall it because I believe last night's dream was the other part of it, and it's just good to document, especially if you're on this, I'd call it journey, to document things, because it all might start making sense when you look back, because it's all started making sense to me. What we all talking about in I'll come into chat in a minute because I don't know what anyone's talking about at the minute. Magnetic, electric, yes, always burning them. What? Yeah, random acts of kindness. So these books that I handmade have all little things in. I write in them obviously about things. They have little, where is it? Little, because it's nice to write in a pretty book. Little, things in. And also, people have seen these before, the little notebooks that I make. These are all handmade, just so you can write things down if you're on a train or anything. They're all handmade, and the books inside are all the little notebooks are all handmade inside. I need to stick them on my Facebook thing. I keep saying this, but I think it's good to write things down, because, and there's the other ones that you've seen before, these ones, because thank you, because I'll have to put them on Facebook. These I think these have gone up. I just, you know what I'm like, I'm useless. The little cat there, but I love these for writing in, because like I said, if you on a journey or anything, notebook's brilliant anyway, because you don't want to forget things. But where's my other one? Mine. Oh, this is my old one that I never really finished off for myself. I do others, but I don't finish off myself. Make these, and I write in them, and you can use them as dream books or writing ideas down, like some I'd cue stuff in and things, Oh yeah, and I've wrote in here because I had ideas for today as well. Was what was that? Oh yeah, I drew a little example because I think I was going to do it on my whiteboard, but I didn't. Hi in the music. I don't know if anyone, I've not said anybody's there. I don't know. See this little jam jar. It's full of hearts, and this little jam jar. Now pretend this little jar was empty, and you're doing a lot of you know, like I just said, positivity message dropping or sending out the love, and it's filling other people's jar up, as I call it. I don't know why. It will transfer, is that right? Transfer to your little jar, and you'll get the love back as well. And that's not because you think you have to do it, that's because you like the feeling of doing it to give. Because there is, I don't know if it was Dr. Emoto, because I've talked about Dr. Emoto before, but someone did do an experiment on, they had a glass of water, and if I think it was something like this, if that glass of water had, positivity put on it, because we're Dr. Emoto, and there was a glass of water next to it, it was something like that, I can't remember, someone might know what I'm talking about, they'd find that it had transferred to that glass of water as well, if anyone sort of gets what I'm saying. But meaning anyway that if you project positivity and love, it will come back to you when you're giving it out, you know. I don't know what anyone's talking about in chat. If anyone gets what I'm saying. So I'm just going through a little bit of my arty stuff before we get on the next bit, because I am going to be doing the arty channel. I've decided, I think I'm going to start another channel for art. Like I said, I asked before, I don't know if any, who wasn't in this morning, should I do an art channel that's separate from this channel? Yeah, good intentions, good vibrations. So it's just art. It won't be any chat on you know who or nothing. It'll just be art because remember this? I know Sue and Sandy remembers. I was talking about today when I put this on my t-shirt, follow your art. You follow your art, and it will be called follow your art instead of heart. Follow your arts, because everybody knows I like crafting. So I'm thinking I should do that. For my bags. You know what's good about bags as well is, that one's not finished, but this one's going to have something in it. Thank you. This one's going to have a message in the heart, and it's got a little heart on there as well. And I've got to finish the back off. But if you're walking around with a bag with a good message on it of positivity and love, you're advertising that positivity and love message out, because people see your bag when you're out and about shopping and stuff. So I'm thinking, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. This one will have something in it about love, obviously, because it's a love heart, but it's like a mini advertisement for the message you want to put out, because people will see it when you're shopping, you're out and about, people will see it. Red dolly MAGA hats would be tight. Get my red hat. Can you imagine me with a baseball cap on? And on the follow your art channel, my bag says return to childhood. Exactly. Have you seen my childhood? They'll have a lot of messages on. And then I can go through these again, the little making of, because this was out of a catalogue book thing. What did I call this? Was this just painting? I can't remember. When I was putting these together, which I need to get back onto. This one I think about more now because I did it last year. Did I do it at Christmas? Because I always draw and paint and then I write something. It's we hear your thoughts. Good thoughts bring good things. I will come into chat in a minute because I can't, see. Make a bag for me. Depends what you want on it. And then believe in you are your own creator, which was this one. Just got into sewing though. Do you remember this one I did with the birds on? It was a collage. So I will be doing all this again, but on the art channel. I think that's what I'll do. Because I didn't know whether to do a separate art channel or just do it on here. What do you think? I know separate art channel, or should I section my chats up into follow your art? If it's titled follow your art, you know it's art. So if you're not interested, you don't have to watch it. Dolly's Realm could be QAnon chats, flat earth and all that sort of stuff, what we're talking about. And then there could be something else. I don't know. Hooping. I don't know. I'm like, don't know. Do I stick to one channel and just separate it up? So there'll be them again, and the old book that's getting filled up. You know, the old what was this one? The collage, which I want to go through again because I have to go back and see what I've been doing since last year to look at what's been going on in my head anyway. So let's have a look. I don't think Dave gets notifications, but I don't get notifications either. So I don't know when I started this, but we had the beginning one. Someone's going to go, oh my God, it's got like covering one eye, it's Illuminati. Like, no. This one, which was really funny because this one was my favourite page that I just put together because of the colours and the things that I like. But this is what makes me laugh. You know what this stands for, don't you? Just think, oh my God, this was last year or something. I'm like, who's that? Been down all them rabbit holes. So looking, this is why it's good, because even your artwork's like a documentary, documenting things that were coming into your head, but I do it better through pictures. So same channel, I think, but I just don't know. That's what I'm wondering, Fifth. It's like, do I stick to this channel but just separate them under different titles? So if Follow Your Art comes up, then if you're not into art, you don't have to watch it. If it's Dolly's Realm or something, I could entitle the so-called conspiracy theories, could be under that, and all the, you know, that sort of stuff. I don't know. This one. So I don't know. I'll have a think. I've been shut out. I can't comment. You can't comment. Who shut JP out? Why can't JP comment? That's a bit weird because I can see your comment. What's going on there? This one. Dolly, when my friend comes to England, I'm going to send them some money to get me some from you. Oh. Pisces. Spiritualize the sovereign eye, and that's what we are focused on. Yeah. So when we talk about one eye watching everything, everyone's like, oh, it's Illuminati. It's like, oh, stop being in favour of everything. Oh, there. I see you. Mermaid. Post too often. This came out of my head. I don't even think that should be up. I'm thinking that might have to be down. Oh, just talking about triangles. And this says singularity, one, sound, light, frequency, vibrations, energy. The highest form is love. I saw Trump and Melania walking around the helping out Alabama, and what was Melania doing? You know, a lot say that if they're a bit, you know, for that side, they're all like this. Well, if you not noticed that Trump and Melania always do this, they point the triangle down, which I always think the triangle down anyway with a line, and it's Earth. Just like, they were always doing this, you know, like Obama and everyone. And then you've got Melania, that Melania interests me. And Trump always pointing down. Just throwing that out there. I will come into chat in a minute. And then there was these ones, and do you remember this one? It's about connecting again. Nature is a form of medicine, people. This one. Who was it? JP. Someone asked me to do this one, and I asked, "What do you want me to do?" So I did this one, and it was the dress that was cut out. I drew everything else, and it was the Warrior of Light. But she's not fighting with no sword. She's fighting with a flower. She's got a shield of love, a little compass, because it's about your moral compass, where what your intentions are. You know, doesn't matter what job you're in, how much money you earn, this, that, and the other. What are your intentions at the end of the day? And it's a light warrior, and oh look, it's a woman. So just saying. I think it was you, JP. And then this was just a sort of winter warmer picture. So this is what I'll be doing again on my art. I just need to... Good evening, Dolly, Sleepy Warrior, and everyone else is talking about this evening. Hello, Paul. This one. I'm just going through my art, well, my book at the minute. This one that I didn't really like, but it's that blue thing again, isn't it? And a couple I've not finished. And then there was this one. And this one was just a bit of a random thing I did at Christmas before we had dinner. This one, yes, it's got an eye. But when I look at this more now, I'm like, Flowers, crystals, beans. Dolly Artwork Paul. Dolly Artwork Paul, what's that mean? This one. This one was just a quick one. Intuitive. Going to be doing a lot more intuitive art. This one. This was a collage again, it was just ripped up paper. And this one I love. I need to get a print of this. I'm trying to get it printed. This one. I think that's acrylic. This one that's not been painted. The little hummingbird in. This one that's not been finished. So I'm going to have to bring these back. This angel that I've not finished. She's got a bit of a wing there, but you know. And I think that was it. Oh, there was a picture. I drew this a few weeks ago because it just popped in my head. I just had to, yeah, it does look an alien thing, but this. Thank you, Warrior. This in the dark crystal, only the girl Gelfin has her wings. Yes, that's what was in it, and that's what I said. Thanks for just mentioning that. When the boy said, "Why have you got wings?" She said, "Because it's girls that have wings." And do you know what I was thinking about today? I don't know why this popped into my head. Fallen angels are like men, women. I like the ones that are coming back in to be like, bring it back together. I don't know why I was thinking that, because I thought that thing with wings, angels. I don't know. You know, women from Mars. What is it? Men from Mars, women from Venus, that sort of thing. Like, did we? I don't even know what just popped into my head there. Just ignore me. But yes, the girls had the wings, but the boys didn't. Because she was like, don't be silly, it's only girls that have wings. It's only girls that can fly. Like, they call us women little mystics, don't they? Or whatever some men say. So, that was that. I'm still looking for my dream book because I don't know where it is. But, this is where it goes on to, I am going to ask something at the end to any flat earthers in here because I need to know this if people talk about it. But, Armour of God. So, I was watching a channel called Roots, and it's a new channel that I found because when you're on all the, 33, when you're on all this resonating with different channels and stuff, and it's great, and then you come across people like, wow, they're great as well, and we're all sort of on the same lines and talking about the same thing, because it is the Great Awakening, no matter how you come to it, no matter if you're on it years ago or just come onto it, it's happening for everybody. It's all been happening forever, all at different times. So a channel was called Roots, and I know there's another one called Roots, so I'm going to try and show you the picture because I know there was another one. So let me just see if I can find it. Because when I go and look for it, I can't find it. I have to go right through my videos, what I've been watching to... There it is. Check out her channel. She's from the UK. Some people might know this channel. I don't know if she was on before. I think she was on this morning. I don't think she's here now. Roots, and it's like this lovely lady here. She's got trees in the background on her profile. Roots. It's just Roots. And I love that because she was explaining about roots of the tree, and it's brilliant. So check Roots. If you're a bit like what I'm into and different things, she's talking about, you know, her journey, and she writes things in books like me, so that's brilliant. Roots, and it's brilliant. There's some others I want to shout out if I can get them up after. If not, I'll do it another day. But the Armour of God, yeah, well, what I was thinking about the Armour of God today was because I was watching Roots say something about, she put fear traps. She put on the last video, I think it was like, 2 days ago, fear traps, the Holy Trinity and the Armour of God. And I was like, yeah, we've been talking about fear traps, haven't we? Because I was talking about it this morning. I'm not saying it's right, it's just my thoughts on how I feel about fear and what I'm seeing more and more because of what I'm finding out with the Q train, but how it's all worked with fear for a very, very long time. And we all say, oh, the entities, but, you know, shadow government, the shadow entities, these entities. And then I'm like looking up the word entity, and I'm like, a thing with distant and independent existence. Organisation, institution, establishment, body, operation, structure, unit, whole setup, outfit. Now, quite funny that, isn't it? Because all this fear comes from what I've just said. Organisations, institutions, or things that are dumbing you down and not giving you the right stuff, as we know. Establishments, operations and structure. It all comes from like mainstream media, big corporations, all this stuff, doesn't it? And there's an entity, and that's the entity that keeps us in fear. So, and then it says underneath, I think it was entity and non-entity, and then it said existence, being, life, living, animation, vital source, substance, essence, and reality. And I think it said something else as if, which makes me laugh because that's what they go for, don't they? These entities, organisations, institutions and all that go for our existence, our being, our life, our living, it says animation, our vital force, yes, and they go for our substance, essence, because that's what I was talking about, the dark crystal. They were going for the essence. When they do this adrenochrome thing, they're going for the essence of the kids, you know, pureness, pure light source, essence, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So really, do people think that when we talk about the heavens above, you know, I say we're on a plane, I believe we're on a plane, our existence on a plane, physical plane, and there's a spiritual plane. So are there such things as demons, or is that just fear? Because if we say, I'm going to try and get this out, if we say we're on a physical plane, as a spiritual plane, that we belong to as well, if they fearmonger here on a physical plane, but we're starting to see what's behind it, then in the heavens, do they fearmonger there? So I believe that really, us as human beings, because we're beings as well, are good. We start off good. You are born, you're not an evil baby when you're born. You are born with you're not racist, you're not anything. You're just pure. You don't know anything till, hi David, I've just come in over, not noticed you. Anything, yeah, you just have love until your parent, your father or mother, put something on you, as in they tell you this, that, and the other, that starts making you, like they do in some countries from a very young age, makes you racist or whatever. And then you're sitting in front of a TV that is telling you that this is bad, that person's bad, this person of that colour's bad, and that person gets this and that person doesn't get that. All these visions. Hi, Andrew. So do you get what I'm saying? We're being programmed to hate from when you're born, all around you. So yeah, programming, which we all know. But do you think that's the same as above as well? Does anyone think there is demons, or is it just all a fear mongering thing that when I was talking about, some people might not be into this, but when I was talking about dreaming or lucid dreaming or astral plane or whatever, when people say they go there and I've seen things and people say, oh, I saw this thing that looked, because Roots were saying, you know, it looked quite demonic or it looked quite evil. Is that because you've manifested it up because you watch movies and stuff like that, and that's what you perceive to look evil, so therefore you see it, but you can think positive, and people say it normally goes away and it'll turn into something else positive because you've changed that frequency and you're coming more from love, not hate and fear. Because you can't, if you're coming from love, you can't be in fear. It doesn't work like that. If anyone gets what I'm saying. Exactly, my thoughts weren't born in sin. Exactly, we weren't. You were born of love until something was put upon you. You were told something, or you saw visions of something through the TV that was telling you that this person's bad, or like what they're doing now, obviously, like what we know. You know, like hi Jesus, hi Jesus in the house. Who is it? Flatten Earth. Is it Michelle? Michael? Lucid dreaming is practiced by Tibetan monks. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, is it because you manifest that up inside of you because you've been given the visions here to see, like in horror films and stuff like that, or you've been told that this, yeah, stereotypes, this person's bad, you know, this person with this colour skin's something or other, and that one's all that sort of stuff. So that's what you believe. So it's fear mongering, isn't it? Because we all know it's not true. It's the visions that they put out to you on television and what the newspapers are saying. Yes, we need new frames of reference. Beautiful thoughts, Dolly. Really, yeah. So, like I said, if anyone's watched Doctor Strange, that does the astral projection in that film, and when he's flying about, he sees all like weird things, but that's because he's thinking like, if you went up there, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm not used to this, and what's that strange thing over there? It's really scary, and oh my God, I'm in fear. So things would probably change because you're in fear. But as soon as you come out of love, you'd be like, I'll just let it go and like love, and then it'll change, it'll be positive. Just because you've seen something that doesn't resemble something you've seen before, it's like straight away, it's evil. God, source, I like to call it source energy, source, the creator. I believe our creator, I believe in a creator, I'm not religious, but I believe in a creator, is a being. It might not be a body, it could be an energy ball of light, I don't know, but wouldn't look like us. So when people say, please, people don't get triggered if you are religious, God is an alien, well, yeah, because if it didn't look exactly like us, it could be like a light beam thing. I don't know what you'd think it looked like, some sort of angel. I don't know. It's alien, isn't it? Because it doesn't look like us. Yeah, God is an alien. Because it doesn't look like us. It doesn't mean we're not from it, because we are from source and we all are from one. But we would fear it because it didn't look like us. So when they're pumping out in Hollywood films of aliens coming to kill us and take over the world and all the bad, because mainly most of the alien films they pump out are either horror films or the bad, apart from a few funny ones like Paul the Alien, which was pretty funny, the little greys. Some of the ones in, oh God, what was it? Men in Black, pumped out to put you in fear. Last Supper, Jesus, maybe. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that after Fifth. Fifth has put some stuff up there. So does anyone sort of get what I'm talking about with that? If we've been taught to be in fear, you can't come to love. That's why a lot of people argue about, because in every religion, they all talk about a God, and all the gods have got different names, but basically when you look right into the stories, it's all sort of the same thing. Native American Indians call it the Great Spirit. Yes, I love the Native American Indian stories of the Star People and this, that, and the other, and the Great Spirit and all that sort of good stuff. It is beautiful. I believe they're coming back. I believe it's all coming back. I don't think it really went. I think we just forgot and things have been covering things up, I believe. But it's like I said, all this stuff about Q that I talk about is much bigger than that, and I do believe at the end of the day, it is the old guard's being brought down. That's been in control for a very long time. Yeah, my God's better than your God. Yeah, they do all that, and that's division again, because like on, sorry to mention it, Q, the Plan to Save the World, the three divisions are religion, gender, men against women and all this stuff, men against, and race. I don't believe none of us are born like that to hate. I think we all come from love, because we do all come from love. We all come from one, we all come from love. It doesn't matter what colour skin you got, whatever. We all come from love. Nobody really wants to be harming people or hurting people or doing all this stuff that's going on. It's because people are taught that way now, and regimes that have been over have suppressed certain technologies and truth. So they're saying, oh, do this and follow this and you must do this, and if you don't do this, this is going to happen. It's all fear-mongering, and then you've got the TV and the films and the computer games that are brainwashing our kids, and the kids think it's great, to be going around fighting on the things, and then it goes into The Purge, people, that film, The Purge. Now, The Purge I haven't seen because I don't watch films like that, and you can see what they're trying to pump out yet again, because I believe The Purge is happening. It's been happening for a bit. We're purging. People are trying to get on better health kicks. They're trying to purge toxins out because you're trying to get off like sugar, or maybe you're trying to stop smoking, maybe you're trying to stop drinking a lot of alcohol or something, I don't know. Toxins out of you that we're not really supposed to be filling our body with, or more in balance. And we're purging with a lot of our shadow selves, because I don't care what anyone says, we all have shadows of, like, when we get angry and things that make it, and you've got to look at it and think, why is that making it? And our shadows, and we're purging all this stuff because we want to come to one, we want to come to love. And I believe The Purge, like a lot of films, was put out there because I believe The Purge, has anyone seen The Purge, the film? I believe it's a film where, do they have one day, 24 hours or something, to go and do what you want? So you can kill anyone, rape anyone, do anything, because that day there's no law. So everyone, like the zombie movies, anyone's allowed to do anything. So I was talking to someone the other day and they're like, oh yeah, well, when the purge comes, laughing, so I hope they were joking, you've got your bow and arrow anyway, you'll be all right. I was like, the purge doesn't mean that. The purge happens, Devil's Night in Detroit, arsons all over you. Yeah, it probably does, but I mean, the thing that I believe's coming in, we're already doing the purge. But they're putting in the film, oh, the purging done. They say it's not that, because people think that purge is coming, where there's a big massive purge going to come all over and everyone's going to start killing each other and this, that and the other, bloody Hunger Games or something. It's like, the purge doesn't mean that. They put that film out because that's what they'd like you to believe. When you hear about this purging. Chocolate biscuits in my purge. Yeah, purge on chocolate biscuits. So does anyone know what I'm talking about? Because it's that film thing again of fear-mongering. We're going through the purge. If you've been feeling up and down and your energies are up and down and you're feeling a bit depressed. Oh my God, I've got to show you something about... My dad sent me this today. Sorry, but it's just jogged my memory. There is a reason dark-skinned people and women have been oppressed to keep watching. Minorities. I think they know a lot more, don't they? They know, and this is what I said about how they keep women suppressed in other countries, because they know we're powerful. Right, I just need to throw this in there because it's just made me think, right, this is how mainstream media put the crap out. Now, 2 women in the UK, right? This has just annoyed me. This is how stupid people are. I'm sorry, but it's just ridiculous. This is what the BBC are putting out. So you want to see something else by the BBC, watch this. This is, my dad sent me this, I don't watch TV, it's absolutely ridiculous. Right, one, I'm going to show you something funny, because this is a tweet about Trump and I think it's hilarious. This kid is 2. This kid's 2, climbing up a wall. But you know what it says? Look, all the way to the top. But it says Donald Trump at 2. Donald Trump at 2. Oh God, it's funny. Oh, I don't watch stuff like that. But let me see if I can find it. Right. I think it's this one. It's Mark Dice again. You know, I love Mark Dice. It's Mark Dice. Right. This was the BBC. This is ridiculous. Just wait till you hear this. This is what they're pumping out to the sleeping. Well, it's her.
Cortez telling her fans they probably shouldn't have children since the world's going to end in 12 years because of global warming.
She's told the children, she's told the people, you shouldn't have children because the world's going to end in the next 12 years due to global warming. What global warming? So don't have kids because the world's going to end. More like a lot of white people as well. Don't have kids. Don't have kids. We don't want you having any more kids, right? We don't want you having any more kids, right?
Well, it looks like the
BBC in England. You ready for this? Ridiculous.
Trying to start a movement encouraging other women to become crazy cat ladies instead of mothers.
Our planet is in a kind of collapse. The natural world is collapsing around us, and that's actually happening right now. And I'm so disappointed by the response by our authorities to this crisis. And so freaked out by it. Everything that I've read.
Listen to it.
That I've basically last year I came to the decision that I couldn't bring a child into that.
I actually agree with you and think you're making the right decision by not having children. In fact, I don't think you should be around them at all. Not because the world's going to end from climate change.
Listen to the next woman.
Because you're a total lunatic. Oh, here's one of her friends she found on the internet who happens to agree with her.
And you have come to the same conclusion, Alice?
Yeah, I have.
Crazy?
I mean, each day for me is a struggle. I really do. I'm so depressed. I feel so hopeless over how, I'm reading, just in the last couple of months even, that, insect numbers are plummeting so fast. It now threatens the collapse of nature, that we're losing biodiversity. We're not losing, we're destroying biodiversity so quickly that threatens our food. And the UN have said that could lead to the risk of our own extinction.
Get off of Twitter for a few hours and go outside and take a walk. You realize that everything is just fine. And it looks like...
I mean, I go in my garden, birds everywhere, loads of butterflies last year, massive big fat bumblebees I even filmed and put on here. Fear-mongering. Yes, they have been trying to kill populations of bees often, as I was reporting today. Hummingbirds and God knows what like they do. Like they're trying to kill us off and the animals off and everything because they're trying to depopulation with the Georgia Guidestones. But we're okay and we'll get back. But they're pumping that crap out, fear-mongering. Them women, they've either paid them off or they're part of the plan with that side because they're actors. They will be actors. I'm so depressed. I'm not going to have children because the insects are going down and the world is ending in 12 years. Well, I best get off here then, Anta. What's the point? Like, see, people. I don't think so. I'm like, what? I had to laugh my head off at that this morning. Literally, had to laugh my head off. Also, I'm binge watching. I got his name wrong the other day. I said Benjamin Owen and I meant Owen Benjamin. Because I did come across his channels ages ago when he used to play on the piano, but binge watching his comedy sketches, I cannot stop laughing at this guy. That is a man. I'm just in love with him at the minute. He's a man. He says it's like it is. A bit like Trump does. No messing about. He don't care about trolls. He's just great. And he's funny as well. And he is funny. So if you haven't checked out Owen Benjamin, check his channel out. He also did the song for Tommy Robinson. Well, I don't think he did the song, but he did play it, and Tommy Robinson used it for the How They Rule Ya, Hallelujah. 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 And that sort of thing. So bees are dying because mosquitoes putting it. Well, yeah, they do kill things off, but I do believe we'll get back. We'll get back. What's Fifth saying? What's going on? What's going on? So the kids were giving the government 12 years to sort it out. Oh, I was just like, these, and people sit there, like I say, watching the mainstream media, watching TV going, oh, right then. So I'm not going to have any more kids because, you know, they meet a man and they go, well, we can't have kids because the world's ending in, I was going to say 12 days. The world's ending in 12 days. The world's ending in 12 years. So, you know, there's not much point, is there? Because they don't want you. Because they don't want you reproducing, do they? I think I said the wrong word this morning. Reproducing, especially they don't want light skinned people reproducing, do they? That's what I can see. All that depopulation, and that's the great thing that I think Owen Benjamin said on one of his chats was people were going oh God, let me see if I can find it because it's really good. Oh, we're in decline. It's like, we don't have to be, just have kids, you know, just have kids. True news, interesting. Let me just see if I can find this snippet when he said it. I was just like, it's true. It's very true. Fear mongering. The bees that are talking about was in Hawaii. They were so rare. Yeah, I mean, they have been trying to get rid of them. They say don't if the bees and the birds go. But I had so many bumblebees in my garden last year and they were massive. And I was like, well, something's going on because I've seen a lot of them. Let me just see if I can find it. They already had been made. They use them to spray it on it. Well, yeah. They spray us with rubbish. Let me see if I can find it. Got to go, lovely. Bye, Dave. On stage. In fact, oh, enjoy. Yay. Oh, he's on. Right. Predictive programming. Proxy Warriors, was it? I don't know. Might be this one. So funny. He did a good one about what women really want in a man. And I think it's this one. What's True News? I think I've heard of True News. Not already awake of the fact that the left and the right are the same. Well, yeah.
This masterclass is not about learning something.
See if it's this one. Not sure if it's this one. But he's great. He calls out Hollywood all the time. Yeah, exactly. It's insane. The only thing ending is the beast. Yeah, it's the beast system. He even talks about the beast machine. Oh, machine. You know, that's what people call it. You know. Yes. Let me see if I can find it. I know he's talking about predictive programming. Proxy Warriors. Is it this one? Well, this is it. It's got a bit of swearing in it, but
He's not the guy that I'm going to take a swing at every kids. Every mother that has 4 kids never has to pay taxes ever again.
oh, listen to this.
All right. So, proxy warriors. So Congress is passing all this legislation about hate speech. Hate speech is anything white people say now. Because in a representative republic, which is what we live in, we don't live in a democracy, we live in a representative republic, right? So we vote for people to speak on our behalf. Proxy warriors. In the olden days, you know, if there was a feud sometimes people would settle it by being like, okay, I will have my night fight your night, and whoever wins, wins. Proxy wars, like in the recent Joe Rogan Sodomy Fest with Tim Pool and Jack Dorsey.
And he doesn't like Joe
Jack
Rogan.
Dorsey brought a cunt to fight on his behalf, and Joe Rogan brought a half-breed named Tim Pool. And so that way they fought it out. Well, Joe and Jack just sat there thinking about sodomy in their ass. Yes, talk about Red Elephants earlier. The Red Elephants podcast is the reason I got pissed about this. LA homo. Not in American politics. Of course there is in reality that, but it's not being represented by American politics. So I was just listening because I have no idea if Michael Jackson actually molested kids. Because this Finding Neverland came out, which is compelling and horrifying apparently. But Jackson, a lot of people say he never did, and also he was challenging the Jews, and that's when they killed him. You know, he was saying that he bought the Beatles
Fake ones.
songs, and then he said he didn't need his record label.
Right, it's not that bit, so.
If you haven't noticed, I haven't in a while. He's not. I would not I wouldn't consider him evil. But to know what's up with me is Whitney Cummings calls me a race stash as a word curtain. Yeah, man, rabbit hole. Sometimes fuck him for that, but just constantly medicating himself.
Sorry, he does swear a lot.
But, all right, Theo sits like a bitch. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's into sodomy. Accept your own fate. Being a man isn't going.
Oh, sorry.
You think these women and babies? Try walking through a mall with your wife and a baby. Just a mall. Throw some sandals on them. The fuck out of here. When Ben Shapiro advocates for.
Sorry, I can't
We now
find the
have
bit.
AI PAC in our Congress. Of many come one. Oh, real? You know you would say Israel.
Right.
In America, unless some.
He's got a drink in his hand, but he was basically saying something about men should just be men and have kids with the wife and do the family thing. That's what being a man is. It's not all this. Men think it's, I've got to go around sleeping around with a load of women. And women doing that as well. It's just good what he was saying because it made sense. They pump all that rubbish out on mainstream media about thinking it's all that and men thinking they're all that sleeping about one night stands. He talks about that and it was just really good. Proxy Wars, it was called, on Owen Benjamin. I'm trying to find it, but he's just swearing a lot. But I do like him. I do like him.
But instead, I kept going on and on.
So what to do, innit? Have families, have a happy life, but they have to get involved, didn't they?
A man talking about how he likes another man is not gay. What? Want to know what's gay?
Talk about
He lets
Hollywood.
you finger them.
Hollywood.
Big accomplishment for you. Congratulations.
Sorry. He's got a bit of a drink in his hand. But anyway, I'd say check out his channel. Some people might not like because he swears a little bit, but I like him. He just says it is, it is. He talks about Hollywood because he knows about Hollywood. Obviously, he's a comedian. He knows what goes on there. And he was just talking about men should be men. A man is a man who can look after their family. A man is a man who can look after their wife, girlfriend, whatever, and their kids and be a proper man. You know? If anyone gets what I'm saying. It's one of my paintings that I've not finished off yet. It's an angel. So he's saying, someone was on chat with him and said, oh, but we're being taken over and like we're gonna be there's like we're being taken over, and he's like, well, just have more kids. You can have more kids. I know they make it a bit difficult. They do in other countries. Just have more kids. Don't listen to mainstream media. Just have more kids. Alien ant farm. Well, aliens. Just let me get the subject on that in a minute. Owen Benjamin original song, How They Rule You. Yeah, I've just said that. How they rule you. How they rule you. How they rule you, how they rule you. I can't do that bit. But he is brilliant and he's hilarious. He's hilarious. He's a man, says it like it is, and he's funny with it. That's why I like him. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, so it's just fear mongering. Fear. Behind all these organisations, institutions, establishments, the body, the operation, the structure of it all, is them pumping it all out on the TV to keep you in fear, showing you things that are, most of it is not really happening. We do have fake news a lot. We do have actors. Sandy Hook, I'm not saying it definitely happened, but we know, yes, there's awful things that happen, but there is also crisis actors. Some people go, but there is. I'm not saying that was one of them. Alex Jones has now changed his mind, but I'm saying it does happen. Any advice on catching a cougar? I don't know. But they do it because it's all fear mongering, like stuff that goes on in the Middle East sometimes that they're filming over there, and we all know about that because we've seen it. People coughing under blankets and stuff. That's why it's all mad everywhere. But anyway, we know about fear mongering. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, on the subject of aliens. Right. Some people might get triggered now, but yeah, the fake news is depressing. It is. On the subject of a flat Earth, so don't get triggered, anyone. I'm just saying. Do people who are into flat Earth, do they believe in aliens or beings from somewhere else? I'm not saying space. And by the way, if nobody knows, NASA has now said that the moon is within our atmosphere. And someone was like, oh, they haven't said, yeah, but you know NASA lies. I'm like, yes, NASA does lie. But they've had to mention some truth, haven't they? Because they know that we're finding out stuff. And I think they've said, and someone said today, oh, they'll probably say something like, oh, it's within our atmosphere, but the atmosphere is further away than we thought it was. We got it the wrong way around. Which doesn't surprise me because I actually think the moon and the sun and the stars are nearer than they said they were. But about the beings thing, do people think, there's beings from beyond something? Doesn't have to be up there because who knows what space. I'm just asking. I want to know if anyone's in here on them channels. Do people talk about that on Flat Earth channels? I'm just wondering. ETs from other lands, exactly. Maybe, who knows? Is there any proof? Wow. Some people say there is. Some people get messages. Some people get things through seeing things on the astral plane. If you're into that, I've seen things. Other people have seen things. I've seen things in the sky. Filmed it, put it on, blinking in and out. Different frequency. Well, Reese, doesn't matter what I think, and you can say that if you want to. I'm not asking if it is. It's not a debate if it is. I'm asking, what do people think? Do you believe in beings from anywhere else? That's right, Rob. People don't look up. I look up. I sit in the garden. It's a bit hard to look up in the UK with the weather, but this is what I say. People don't look up to the stars because everything's written in the stars because they're too busy watching the stars on telly, celebrities. I don't watch the celebrities. I don't watch TV. People should be in the gardens more looking up to the stars. Like the Native American Indians knew about the star people. You can still see it when it's clear here. I can see, it's the same stars that are always there in the same position. You will see things if you look up, but people don't look up because people are too busy looking in the phones and watching TV and believing everything that's put on mainstream media. If anyone's into Q, they've been dropping about flat Earth, so there you go. Skinwalkers. Oh, I've seen the Skinwalkers Ranch, you mean? I've seen Skinwalkers Ranch, like, who knows? You're going live on YouTube, okay. Well, I won't see you there because I'm already live myself. 17 likes, people. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm just wondering if people think, where are beings from? Are they from so-called space? Oh, you just got your cube up. Whoop, whoop. I don't know where mine is. It's over there. Yeah, excellent. Oh, do you mean showing the stars as when they're pulsing? when they're pulsing and they're singing and they're moving and they're not just like what we get pictures of. Yeah, water luminaries, exactly, because is it the water's above and they shine through the water, or in the water, within the water, through the water luminaries. Yes, I love that. Separate the waters above and the waters below. Like I was saying the other day, there's things at the bottom of the oceans we don't even know about, and there's fish and different things down there, jellyfish that light up with electric, because we are, electric, I don't know what the right word to say, universe, whatever, we are made of energy, frequency and sound and light. They light up in the dark, like electric eels and all sorts of different things like that. So if there's things below, as above, so below, the things above that we see, that people go, oh, it's a UFO and it's lighting up, and because we know some of it's military, but like, is it like, what would we call it? Interdimensional beings, or like coming through, like layers of old earth? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just because I thought, because I've been looking at flat earth channels. Do these people ever do that? Does anyone ever talk about if they believe in beings? Because I believe in a creator, and who created us. It's a thing, and I don't think it's what you think it is. Just saying, that's what I think. I believe there are different planes of existence. So do I, and they have learned how to go between. So do I. A bit like the thing with Hitler and Maria Orkic. They grew the hair long to get in contact with extraterrestrials, and then that was down in Antarctica and all that, and we all know about Antarctica, or we think we know what's going on down there. So it's interesting. Don't you just think the world's just become like a really interesting place? It's been pretty scary and horrible as well, but it's been like, oh my God, it's like really amazing, because we're going to have to relearn history again, because history's a pack of lies. There'll be some truth in it, but it's not all, is it? I know he's not a big man with white hair and a beard. Yeah, sat on a cloud. No, I think it's more energy alien looking to us. Bit like the what's that film someone said the other day, The Knowing, or the what's it called, the whatever it's called. Where is Assange? I feel the God universe is a computer system. Yeah, people say that on energy and communicates with us by law of attraction. I believe it communicates, but we don't listen. We fell asleep, because synchronicities that I get and funny little things that happen, you will see the universe talking, if you want to call it the universe, creator, source, but if you want to call it, everyone calls it by a different name. God, everyone calls it by a different name, so please don't get triggered, because everyone calls it by a different name. I like to say source. You get synchronicities and things, it's always telling you, but sometimes because we're not always mindful, you don't see it, you don't hear it, so you go and do something else compared to what it was sort of helping you to, what path to follow or what thing to do that had helped you with something that you're trying to bring in. But because we're always at higher power, because we're always on our phones and getting distracted, so you're not mindful when you're walking out, and seeing little messages can come in, writings on a billboard, you hear someone just say something in a conversation, you're like, I was just thinking about that and someone's just said it. It comes through so many ways. People think, oh, it's just a coincidence I heard somebody saying that. There's no such things as coincidences. Nothing's random. And everyone goes, yeah, it's not. It's not. If anyone gets what I'm saying. Silence is full of wisdom. Yeah. If you walked around with your eyes open in the street, like I'm always looking at clouds, and like everyone, I went source code. Yeah, I went for taking my son to school the other day. Hi Marilyn, sorry I didn't see you there, and whoever else has just come in, Gordon, Jim, Paul, whoever's in new and everything. And I'm looking at people and I'm like, and I call them the pod people, because I'm like, everyone's walking around like zombies, like Night of the Living Dead, like robots, going to work, driving the cars, or behind the cars, like obviously. I think roads were just built in different ways to keep you all fighting each other on the roads, all getting road rage, and they're all like this going to work, going. I'm walking down the street like, I'm looking at the clouds, I'm looking at the sun, I'm like, oh, look at them flowers. Oh, I didn't know it's that before. Oh, what does that say over there? Oh my God, I was thinking about that. Because nobody watches. Nobody's walking around with you know, mindfulness. People, I think I said to LA Taylor that I'd shout you out. Check his music out on his channel. Also with Dave Maud's music, and if he's in the house, are you in the house? Where's? Just let me go back. Where are you? Where's in the music? I think is in the music still on here? Check his channel out as well if you're into music. And John John. Oh, he's not here, is he? I'm gonna get his name wrong. John Bin, is it? Good music as well. Totally agree. Yeah, college kids have a rude awakening when they get into the real world. Tell me about it. My son upstairs on his computer game has got a rude awakening. He's more interested in reality on his gaming than he is in this reality because he can't. I'm like, oh, it's so hard getting through to him. The Anunnaki messed with our DNA. So she's yeah, well that's what they say. It's funny the Anunnaki because they say the Anunnaki and people say, oh, it's NK and Ariel, whatever his name is, the Book of Enoch. Are they our creators? People say they're evil. Then you've got the reptilians. People say about the reptilian race. Let's just go into this for, let's just, because everyone else talks about it and I have talked about it. Reptilians, like I said the other day, is that like bird-like? They're reptilian. Does it mean reptilian side of the brain? Is it a fear-mongering thing again? Because a lot of people put it out saying they're bad. But are they bad? Because we have good people and bad people. So wouldn't that stand for other beings unless they're from a higher frequency love where they wouldn't have laws and stuff anyway? We wouldn't have laws. If everyone was in the highest frequency of love, we wouldn't be governed with a law and stuff because we wouldn't need to be, because if you're coming from love, you wouldn't want to harm anyone, kill anyone, hurt anyone. You wouldn't do anything because you were coming from love, so you'd know, you basically know what's right and wrong. So Dolly Daydream Q book. Oh. Yes, did you get your Q book? I was reading a bit out last night to someone. I'm like, are you listening about the Chan boards? It's like, oh. Because some people think that this is like how they wrote all this. This has already happened. This bit inside it. A lot of this has already happened, obviously, because they've got all the stuff in there. Because remember, the Q book has been on to Q for ages. So people think that book's just come out like, oh, they put all the stuff in it. Yeah, you've got yours. Good. Don't you see? It's just silly, innit? Because they're writing all that stuff. And I was like, no, that bit's done. That's what they were showing us. For the people who don't really know about Q, that book will tell you what's been going on. Still going on now to present day, but this is the next one will probably be about Trump, They said they'd write a book about him, little fly. So, I just can't get over the Dark Crystal reference in it. I just really can't get over me going on about the Dark Crystal the other day, and and it's in there, and the Resistance, and the new one's called the Resistance. I was like, oh my God, this is mad. Everything's linking up, but I believe there's different beings. People come on here like the trolls. Oh, it's like, God, open your mind and your heart. Let those. Where do them thoughts come from? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I write things down in a book. If I get something, if I sit in the garden, I start thinking, oh, I need to write this down. Something's coming. I need to write it down. Some people call it higher selves. But if you are walking down the street, driving your car, and you're not aware, because spirituality means consciousness, awareness. Some people, we're calling it Christ consciousness, the collective consciousness. We're trying to remember what we were. I'm Hank Marvin. Want a cup of tea? Want a cup of tea? Oh, want a cup of tea. Hank Marvin starving. I was like, what? Oh, yeah. Slang. These are incredible times. They are incredible times. That's what I'm saying. Some people are really in fear at the minute, really like, oh, like these women before the world's ending in 12 years. It's like, oh, get a grip. It's fun times to be in, people. It's amazing. Yes, there's a lot of horrible stuff, but oh my God, we're getting nearer and nearer to what we've all been searching for. So, yeah, YouTube does sabotage things because I don't get half of your comments on here. So if I've not put a like or something like after, I don't get a lot of people's comments. I can't read some of them. I was trying to read some of the other day. I could see them, and when I went to tap in to read the rest of it, can't see them. Can't see them. So I just think it's amazing times, and it's like I said, things are going down. Whether people believe that in whatever sense it's in, or this isn't real and that, or forget all that. There is mega things. Like I said, all the Q and all Trump stuff, all that. That's the curtain. There's way more behind that, and there's I think there's things that people are not even going to be able to comprehend in their head. These people, I feel sorry for them that are sat in front of the TV and know nothing. I walk around in the streets and I'm like, God, some of these people, like, who here knows about certain stuff, but you wouldn't know because they're not talking. And then it's like, or they're in fear, or like, oh God, look at these people. They are getting on with the day, but it's like they don't know like all this stuff that's been going on, and like, and when it all drops out, like, because it will do, I'm like, they're just going to be like, 'cause that's why they say we're all here, the ones that are knowing, so you can help. It's like, they're just not going to have a clue. They're going to wake up like, oh, you know, when you first started waking up and you're like, oh my God, like, oh, I just malfunctioning. It's going to be like, I just look at him, because you just want to scream and go around, don't you, going, oh my God, and you just can't. That's why we all talk on here, if anyone gets what I'm talking about. It's just like, I just walk around thinking, it's like you're in a secret club of knowing things, and you're like, oh my God, like, they're just going to think you're bonkers like most people do. All you can do is be an example for others. Is this their choice to see or ignore? Exactly. That's why I was saying to someone the other day, they're going, a friend the other day was like, oh yeah, you got to do it, like, what do you think you're doing on there, like talking to people? I said, you got to talk to people, at least we know, even if you're not on the same thing in all of it, we want to come and talk to people who know, because you know when you go out there, it's very hard, and if you try to talk about it, your mates' eyes, family and other people, eyes start glazing over, because they're like, what? Yeah, anyway, and going back and watching the telly and having a McDonald's, see you later, so it's like, and then they just think they don't want to talk to you because they think you're mad. Was lonely before social media groups. Exactly. And I heard someone today talking about it's finding your own tribe. And people might go, you don't have to be, someone said to me the other day, you don't have to be in a group or a little club, but it's like, yeah, you do, because you work better and you can bounce off each other and you're helping each other to feel positive about what's going on. It's lonelier on your own doing stuff. But when you can find a group of people that are on the same wavelength, at least, they might not believe in everything each other's saying, but they're on that good intention, positive vibe thing, can see the sort of things that are coming in. It's like, why wouldn't you want to? These people who live in these, like, sort of communities where they all help each other and all that, well, they're in a community because they want to help and they want to be like that, them communities. And a friend said that the other day, I'm thinking, what's he talking about? He's wanting to go to one of them communities. So you're still in a group, because if you wanted to be on your own, you'd just go off-grid and live on your Todd, which is great for some people, but I'd rather live in a communities that in the same thought, because you can help each other. And it does get lonely, so, bounce off each other and then learn more through the way. Yeah, because sometimes we're wrong and sometimes we're right, and this, that and the other. And I think it's what do you call it? It's Candice, the only one you need. Who's Candice? Oh, you're talking to Candice. Oh, sorry, I'm getting mixed up with conversations. It's a team player. Are you a team player or not? I'd rather be a team player and play with a team. Because sometimes you need a little bit of help from your friends, don't you? I'm smaller, I might need someone who's taller to reach that can of baked beans for me. No, I said internet communities. Yeah, but Callum, there's nothing wrong with internet communities. What's wrong with internet communities? Or it wouldn't all be in here now. There's nothing wrong with internet communities. There you go again. No, I said internet communities, stagnant development. No, it's not. I think you're being rude again. You're wrong. Let's play ball. Exactly. I think you're wrong. I think it's quite rude to say that to people. We're all here to help each other and try and make the world be a better place. Exactly. Doesn't mean because everyone knows exactly all this, that and the other, but it's nicer to be a team player. Or you wouldn't be on here right now. Why are you on the internet? It's to connect people. Like a root system. Like a network. It's a collective, exactly, collective consciousness. People come to different places. Doesn't mean they're all on the same thing, but they're knowing something's wrong, and they're knowing we are all coming to the same thing. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody says, you in the background, I'm painting. What do you mean, you in the background, I'm painting? Doesn't make sense, that. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, what path you're coming from, what community you're coming from, what sort of YouTube channel you're coming from, and this, that, and the other, and people saying different things. We're all going to come into one, because that's what we're going to do. We're all coming down into one, or up into one, or whatever, because we're all hearing the snippets of the same things, even if you don't believe in everything I'm talking about, or on the set, but you like snippets, because you're resonating with something, or you wouldn't be watching me. I watch people because I resonate with something they're talking about. It might not be everything, but there'll be snippets, because we all don't know exactly properly what's what, but we're figuring it out along the way, and that's what it's about. So, well said, Tapper. What we saying? Yeah, exactly. Amen. Internet, another way that brings us together. We could not. Yeah, imagine. Yeah, we know there's bad things that have gone on with the internet with certain people on that side, that we know what they've been doing, but also this is how it's trapped them as well. Like, we wouldn't be talking to each other now. I mean, yes, it was great in the day when I was younger. We didn't have all this, and so we didn't know about it. So we just went out and, played in the woods and the fields and all this, and it was brilliant. But the thing is, we have got this now, and it's the way it's gone. Yes, we do need to get back to more of that nature thing, but there's balance as well. But at the minute, this is how it is, and I don't think there's, finding people on the internet, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Unacknowledged. I've seen it. It's brilliant. Unacknowledged Netflix is a good. Yeah, I've seen it. I shouted it out. I think it was before Christmas. Yeah, as soon as it went up, I watched Unacknowledged. It was brilliant. Love the ending. Get a bit like, oh. Yeah, I loved it. Brilliant. I did love it. I'm in favour of death penalty. So am I. I know that sounds awful. Like, oh, we're all in love. I'm like, not those people. Mind you, then again, if we've got the technology to heal people, which we have, I heard something today about, I was saying they're being eradicated off the earth, but someone said if they have these technologies that we know they've got, and they're very powerful, that they would, they could actually heal these people instead, So, well, I am a non, that's good for you, because that's your thing, isn't it? Who knows what it really is? You believe in something totally different to me, so, fear-mongering. A bit like The Purge, that film they put out, The Purge, which is nothing to do with what's going to happen. The Purge is purging from yourself toxins and stuff. To kill a killer makes you a killer. Yeah, that's what some people say. But what are these? Or does it mean killing the sort of, I don't know what word you'd call it. Like I just said, if you had a healing machine, which we have got, they've just been doing something. Remember when Trump said, we'll have new technology out in the next 5 years? They've just healed someone from HIV, because that was a man-made disease. The guy that had cystic fibrosis the other day had 6 months to live, and if you listen to Trump saying it, when he rang him, he said, he's 6 months to live, he said, I'll see you in another 10 years. They've got it. So maybe they mean that is killing off that, I don't know what word you'd say, killing off that bad entity energy, bad energy, and heal these people. Who knows? Yeah, we could just dump the evil people on an island and leave them. Well, yeah, I've heard that one before. Just get them on an island, and they can just do what they want with themselves. They'll fight with each other, and we'll just stay on another one, because we don't want that. We don't want that. Face Like the Sun, interesting channel. Oh, thank you. And Callum, you antagonise me anyway, so, How, Dolly? What do you mean? What do you mean, how, Kathleen? Well, yeah, that's what they've said, haven't they? If the prisoner was a killer, you know. I think vitamin K is good for cystic fibrosis. Well, they have, I believe they have these sort of mapping body sort of new technology things that they put them in, and it does all this. Like I said, and they have got that sort of tech. They've had a lot of tech that they've not rolled out because they didn't want to. Yeah, medical miracles. Because as soon as Trump said something about new medicines, that about so many weeks after they found the cure for something else, things will start trickling out as if they've only just found it and it's new, when really it isn't. We know they've had stuff, and the reason they don't put it out is because depopulation, and Big Pharma makes loads of money. You can heal yourself with a positive mental attitude. There was a woman who had I think it was cancer. What she did, she ended up she stopped watching all the negative stuff. Yeah, cannabis. Yeah, she was playing lots of comedies, old comedies, and she just surrounded herself with all that stuff because that does help. And that's why I'm always saying, watch stuff that makes you laugh, watch stuff that makes you feel good. Nothing that makes you feel depressed or angry or scared or in fear, because it's not good for you. So, you know, all that sort of stuff. I'm an atheist and an enthusiast. Yep, yeah. And that's why you've got to keep in a positive mental attitude with, you know, with the energy of that, because otherwise you'll just bring yourself down like that little actor, that woman. Oh, I'm not having kids because the world's ending in 12 years on the BBC. Oh, I'm so depressed with the decline of insects and this, that and the other. It's like, get outside in nature and you might realise it's okay. I think they might be off them women who wear the little cat hats. I'm like, oh my God. Yes, we know the cure is the foods we eat, Callum, but if they're spraying rubbish on it, it's not that good, and you know that anyway. Talked about that the other day. We know it's in the food, but it's also in you as well. And we wouldn't have half the problems we had if they were spraying rubbish on things. A lot of people don't know that. Spray it on fruit as well. It's like the earth as well. If they're pumping stuff out in the earth, if you're washing your pots and you're pumping stuff out to the earth all the time, it's getting in the soil and you're growing fruit and stuff in the soil. You know, seeds in the fruit are good. Yeah, seeds in the fruit are good, but what I'm saying is it's also what is the fruit and stuff sucking up from the earth, because we pump enough crap in the earth as well. All the things that you're flushing down the toilet, your chemicals that you clean your house with, you're chucking it down the sink, what do they call it, like that water, something goes into the soil and stuff like that. Don't know what you're talking about. I've got a water distiller, yeah, it's great. And the amount of crap that comes off that. But United States wants control. Yeah, United States wants control CBD oil and cannabis. Well, United States is bringing that in. They're bringing farmers back. That's what they need. And they're also bringing hemp back. And I saw someone today saying something about, you know, like the pretty much pagan and where we go and go socials being devoured by the social. Do you mean the New World Order's being brought down? Yeah. Yeah, hemp is brilliant. It lasts longer. It's better than cotton. They brought cotton in because that was another thing with oil and all that. But this guy was saying, like, you know, fleecy bedding and fleecy tops. It's got something to do with, is it the metals in it? Could electrocute, like, the way what they put in things. And your bed is a conductor as well because it's got springs in it. They're metals, they're heavy metals they're trying to put in us. Women with bras, I'm thinking, oh my God, yeah. Women have metal in the bras, don't they? And I'm like, oh my God, yeah. Frequencies coming in things, women getting breast cancer, if anyone gets what I'm saying. It was a channel that I watched before. I was like, all this stuff. UK exports CBD oil. Yeah, well, yeah. But that's all coming in. And things are but they're trying to bring that in anyway to be legal, not illegal. And the hemp is brilliant. It lasts longer. It's strong. In the army, they used to use it to make the nets and stuff, and, you know, climbing ropes and that in the Navy because it was strong. It lasted longer. It's better than cotton. But obviously, you know, that was all to do with money and stuff. And they want you consuming. If you brought things with hemp and that sort of, it'd last longer. And Trump brought the thing in for hemp. So that's brilliant because you can make paper out of clothing out of it. You can make rope out of it. That's what the Navy use. You can make everything out of it. Stronger and lasts longer, and it's breathable. Do water distillers really work? Yeah. Yeah. Get them off eBay. Mine was about £50. £50 off eBay. But yeah. So, you know, when people are watching Trump's speech, it's like, oh, he's not said this and he's just said that. Yeah, you got to look what he's saying, not what mainstream media said he's saying. Everyone's going 5G. Yeah, but he said 6G, didn't he? Override. Deodorant has high amounts of value. Yeah, deodorant. It's like, I've heard some people use, is it bicarbonate of soda and coconut or something? Drink Irish spring water. Yeah, but you've got to be careful with bottled water if you're buying bottled water because it's in plastic. The plastic, you can't see it, comes off in your water, goes in your body from the sun and stuff. So you've got to be careful. I don't buy it in water bottles. How long's it been sat there and all that sort of stuff. I've been distilling my water for over 22 years. You should see what comes out of the water. I've seen what comes out of the water. It's disgusting. Fluoride water is not good. It's just dirt. So you're drinking dirt all the time. I think it's getting in your bones and everywhere. And oh, I've come up with a genetic code recongestion system. It's like, what is it? Race, colour, gender. Put into the central. Ah, good. Yeah, they are good, Rachel. Thailand salt deodorant, solid stick. Oh, I've not heard of that one before. Let me take a... Not heard of that. Does anyone use any different deodorants? I got some apple cider vinegar the other day. Used to drink water in Ireland, now it's full of chemicals. Get a distiller. Yeah, it looks a bit like this. Some say they're £200 and they're exactly the same thing, so be careful because you don't need to spend that much on one at all. Mine's about this big. It's about, see if I can find it. Water distiller. Oh, beeswax deodorant. 60. This one's £65. No. There's one I got. It's like this one. 50. Well, just over £50. There's a few different ones on there, so they're mainly the same. But it's like they've got this on here, 123 quid, and it's near enough the same as that one anyway. So you don't need to spend that much. All Irish, all allergic of what? Yeah, that's how they've got us, isn't it? Goodie back. Yeah. So I don't know. That was that, but I don't know what you thought about that shape. Fifth World last night. Like I said, it was like I said, the flower of life, but not. But rose petals around the side, but it was changing. I was like, ah. Charge your water with crystals as well. Mark Steel G5. And what's the Tesla tower they found in Moscow? I also believe that this was going on. The crystalline grid. Yeah. I also believe this was going on in America this month, in the UK. And I was like, reminds me of Tesla because it's lightning. And they've just found this Moscow, this Tesla tower in Moscow that's massive. Maybe that'll knock out 5G. Where is it? See if I can find it. And I was like, this is interesting. So, let me see if I can find it. Once we get the emails working, I know that's proper bonkers not letting us email, is it? So, I think I sent it to my dad. Where is it? I think I sent it to my dad. Oh, did anyone see this, by the way? Because a lot of people think Trump's bad. You know, with is it Alabama? Not using FEMA for what they said they were using it for. Alabama tornado, yeah. Someone said to me today, off air, oh, you don't normally see him doing a lot of that. He does a lot of it, but mainstream media don't put it out there, do they? He does a lot of it, and so does she. So does the lovely Melania. Right, I'm going to have to find this video. I don't know if anyone's seen this. Actually, I don't know if it's someone you watch. Fifth. Let me have a look. I'm not sure what channel it was. Aha, right. Let me just find this. English born though. Okay. This. Is it Michelle's Opinion or something it's called? What's this? What's this that was caught that's going on? Again, this month, by the way. This month.
Now, after this storm had passed,
The storm.
I feel so
One
much
in the UK
better,
as well.
back to my normal
What's this
self.
look like?
My husband brought up something very interesting. Have you seen anything like this?
Reminds me of
Also,
Tesla.
I myself
What's this?
was sick as a
Oh.
dog. I felt the energy or whatever frequency, and it felt like I was like being cut in half. The only thing that I could do was to lay in bed, and I was eating Tums like crazy, thinking that I had
Oh, yeah,
stomach
fifth.
flu or something, because the day before I had just told my friend how much better I was feeling.
It's that blue
And
again.
the very next day, I was down for the count. Now, after this storm had passed, I feel so much better, back to my normal self. My husband brought up something very interesting, that simultaneously, while this was happening here in California,
Oh, did she come into my live stream this morning? I didn't
same
even
thing was
know.
happening in the UK
She's amazing. She helped me so
and
much.
in
Oh,
Australia.
I've subbed to her.
So, 3 different locations
Mm.
where there wasn't anything really going on around to bring these things
So I'm
about.
saying amazing things are going on, and a lot of
Except
people are in favour with it, and there's
for
nothing
the
to be in
direct
favour of.
locations in these countries that were being impacted.
Oh, it did. You've got blue
the
lightning,
same
but it didn't
way
make any
we
thunder
were
sound.
in a certain location.
Alison co-practitioner
Now,
tells
we've
clients
heard
experience
many
inner
things
earth,
about
and there
Laurel
is a
Canyon,
blue-white light there.
where the rich of the
That's a
rich,
blue-white
and a lot
light
of
that
things
I
have
see
happened in that
a lot, that
area.
I've been seeing for
Wonderland,
since before
for
Christmas.
example, if you hadn't seen that movie,
Which Anon told me was
or looked
nothing,
into
but
that
I don't believe it.
investigation,
It was the flower
it
of
was
life
one of
pattern
the
last night or
worst
whatever. So
murders that happened
that
in
is the light.
our, recent history. Well, the storm that came through here had its worst impact in that area, with flash floodings and you name it, it was going on there. Now, all I wanted to do was sleep. And for the majority of this storm, as it was passing through, that's where I.
Callum, you said. No, I said it's your pineal trying to open. Stop lying. I'm not lying. You said it was trying to open. But every time I tell you something, you're always like, no, it's trying to do this, it's trying to do that. You don't know anything. You haven't been doing this. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's that. I don't think you've astral projected. I don't think you've done any of that. I'm like, okay. So I don't know if anyone knows on it, is that trying to open, or because I'm seeing patterns that look like mandalas and they move and they're sort of layered on top of each other. Does anyone know that what that is? Is that your pineal gland trying to open, not open? Does anybody know? Yeah, the blue light. I've been talking about the blue light for ages. That's why I was doing. I know her hair's gone a bit whiter, but it was blue, and the other one was blue, and I got that crystal ages ago that was blue. It was just blue, and I was painting things with blue faces, and it was electrical blue. Yeah, I've seen Jordan say they're on the clearing. He's talking about flat earth, no, pineal gland. It was the craziest thing, no sound. It was raining and lightning, just no thunder. They said we had it in the UK. That's probably why, because I didn't hear anything, but yeah. Thank you, Fifth World. I'm just getting told off people that are like in the, so they're saying they're in the know, oh, it's this, it's that, oh, no, you're not doing this, or it is doing that, or it's trying to open, or it's not what you think it is. I'm like, right, okay. But I see a blue light, which I think is not what I've seen before, and seems to be part of something, because that colour we've been seeing, and that's what I've been seeing for months. Like I said, it used to come in like a dot, then it came in like a fan. It's come in like pulses, patterns, but that was the biggest pattern I saw yesterday, and I was just like watching it. Astrologers are predicting more lightning, floods and earthquakes. Is it? Pineal. Your pineal gland, you know, your third eye in here. If you drink distilled water, it'll help decalcify it, because fluoride water calcifies your pineal gland, so it doesn't work properly. It's all about dreaming and stuff like that, and you know, if you look into it, that's why if you get a water distiller, you know. And that's what I was watching today, Fifth World, that woman with the lady, the woman that she had the green screen, all the thing was over her head, like you said, the is it geometrica, I never say it right, over her head, like the our light being body that we don't see with our eyes, but you can see it through different ways, and it was like, wow. And she even said she was a bit scared of it at first, because it was like, oh my God, what's that? And it's like things that we don't see. A bit like if you're on DMT or something, which we've all got in that anyway. You're a Pisces, of course you like blue. Yeah. It's not because I like blue, I see blue. My favourite colour's pink and peach, so, you know, it's because that's what I've seen. It used to be red. It used to be red. It used to be red. It used to be red first. Red, 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 red. And then it'd be like dots with lines and dots and lines, red. And then it went from red with lots of blue round, and now it's just blue. And it's just blue. I used to see a lot of red. Purple for me. I had a blue light while meditating a couple of months ago, and I was one of the biggest activations I saw in bed 2 days ago. I'm not really into all that fear-mongering stuff. It's the end of the world and all that. It's apocalypse. It's called lifting the veil and bringing down the old guard, and it's a rebirth of things new, not all that sort of stuff. Thank you very much. No picture. Had a download of information a year ago where I saw lots of blue geometric shapes raining down on me. I was exhausted the next month. So you get people laughing about that, you know, because I have my book. So I write in my book, especially if I'm outside in nature, and I'm like, oh, I just feel like I need to write all this stuff down. Download. I call it downloads, and then I've got people who are like, oh, what do you mean? Like, sorry, Dolly, doing food and drink won't be long. Oh, don't worry. I've got to go in a bit anyway because I'm 15% battery, so, you know, always as a kid being attracted to purple. Well, doesn't red and blue make purple? When they're together. Divine and masculine energy. Divine, masculine and feminine energy, purple. Balance. Yeah. Put those holes in time. So, yeah, so I'm going to do more of these. Where's it gone? I'm going to do more of... It's disappeared. I'm going to pull a card before I go. I'm going to do more of... Where's my stone gone? Don't know where. Oh, it's in the bag. So, yeah, so I'm going to do more of these and keep a little positivity bag. Even though this one is rubbish, but I will use it because the face went wrong. My little pebbles. I'm going to try and paint some more out tomorrow. And drop them somewhere. I'm going to do that. I've got Dave's Native American Indian to finish off. It's getting there. It's getting there. I've got to finish the whole headdress off, beads, and do the little bird and everything. Used to be in the Matrix now. Got it. Yeah, there's good things coming. Just whoop, whoop, whoop. So I have forgot to shout some channels out, so I might do it tomorrow or something because I'll have to go through and write the names down. I found some new channels, but I remember Roots, and I will shout the lady out that I just mentioned, then I'll have to do it tomorrow. Roots, there's a guy as well. There's quite a few new people I've come across, which is brilliant. All connecting with everything, and she writes in her book and everything and trying to piece it together, so it's brilliant. So just before I pull a card, and I'm going to do my fairy ones, can I just ask you again, do you think I should keep my art on this channel or take it to another channel? Do you think I should keep it on this channel and just change the titles when it's art? Like Dolly's Realm could be all the so-called conspiracy talks, and art could be Follow Your Art under a different title, or move to another channel. Yeah, she's been in here. She's been in chat. You know she's kindred. Most people, we all are kindred. She was in chat yesterday. Like I said, people are interlinking, and you wouldn't have found her if you weren't on the internet, would you? So there you go. Ha. I know. I don't know if I can just be bothered with two channels, do you know what I mean? I just find it easier to come on here because I might switch channel and then go on the wrong one, where if I just title it, you know, she recommended it to you, didn't recommend it to me. She came to my channel and then I went to hers. Might learn about Google if you knew about Q. Because it's easier. I could just title it, like if I came on 3 times a week and had one for one and one for another, one for another. Keep it on this channel. Yeah, I think I should. I don't know if I can bother with 2 because I'll probably end up on the wrong channel talking about something. But if I put a title up, because like I said, I've definitely got to do this positivity thing, at least you'll know what it's about. So I may call it Follow Your Art for Follow Your Art, obviously, will be art. I'm not talking about what Google was. We all know what Google is and Facebook and that. You don't understand what I'm saying. So this, and then you don't know about the 2 bicycles at Google, do you? And Dolly's Realm could be the so-called conspiracy chats and all the chats we talk about with what I've just been sort of talking about now. That's it. Thank you, Michelle's opinions channel. I will, yeah. So you can check that channel out as well. I will re-shout that out tomorrow when I find these other ones because I'll have to scroll through who it was. Haha, I didn't get confused easily. I get confused easily. We'd have to go over there and go over there. More professional, ask Daddy. Waxman. Oh, my dad doesn't know what he's doing on. Oh, right, I'm going to pull a card quick before this battery goes. So I'm going to do the fairy ones. Because they all like little light beams. Who calls it a dome? Dome. Doesn't really matter, does it? It looks like that, therefore it looks like a dome. Oh. Oh, Google. What, Alexa? Is that who you're talking about, or me? What's going on with these? The cards are mixed up. Who has the perfect name for that? No one didn't say you know nothing, I am a non, but you make out nobody else knows nothing. You said the other day you know more than anybody else. We all know, really. No one's above anybody. Can't be above anybody if you're all from one. All right. Oh, on my phone. Wow. Oh, one's just fell out. Oh my God. Guess what it says? A collective, I think it says a collective of pixies. A collective. I don't mean today. You said it the other day. I know you just said that. You didn't, not today. You said it the other day. People were in here when you said it. You said it the other day, not now. You did say it the other day. Don't forget, you always forget what you've said. Right, quick one. The collective of pixies. Duty, willingness, joyful participation, which is what we do. Virtue. I'm just going to read the message bit out because it's quite long. I might read it out tomorrow. What is needed? Do you want me to? I'll chat to you later if you want. What is needed here is not only awareness of duty, but a merry approach to it. This job has to be done. So one might as well do it. Willingly. She has amazing JFK Jr. I love JFK Jr. Willingly progress through this dance maze step by step. Lightly. Take joy and pride in achievement. Approach the work with the zest and the zing, and perhaps even a little zaniness as well. Otherwise, you might as well not bother, which is funny because I said that the other day about if you've got no faith in good things coming in this, that and the other, you might as well not bother. Like them women said, the world's ended in 12 years. Yeah, right, fear-mongering. Well, almost. There is something about this light-hearted approach to your duty that is important at this time in order to achieve the results you want. Additionally, consider the world's collective and cooperative as you make your plans. This situation may take more than one person. Yep. Perhaps several working together to achieve the desired results. Well, yes, that's what we've been talking about. And especially with the, the Q thing. Joining forces, well, yes, joining forces with others is appropriate at this time. Seek the cooperation of friends, family, co-workers and fairies as appropriate, because it was a fairy. It was a fairy card. But was that not what just I was saying before, and was that not what I've just been saying? We work better as a team. And that's what Q is doing, is a team, by the way. It's not one person. So just saying. So hi John Beanie. Check John Beanie's is it Beanie channel out for music as well. Check anybody's channel out really, you might see something. Pull an elemental. Do you mean one of these? I'll pull one of these. Not that it's ever any different. And then I'm going. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget to tap on people's channels, because someone might have a channel and you might be like, yay, where we go. You might be like, yay, oh, I like this, Resonate. If you don't resonate. It's all good. I still don't know where my book is. But I feel like mega wide awake. I shouldn't be mega wide awake, but I just feel mega wide awake. Oh. And I needed my book because I wanted to tell you what the other dream was last night, but I've wrote it down and now I can't find my book. It's somewhere. And I'm sure it's part of the other dream as well, so thank you. Resonate with all the peeps in chat. Yeah. Even a nun. You're all lovely. Where's all the haters tonight anyway? Well, have I not said the trigger word? I'm not going to say it. 2 trigger words I've not really said actually, I think. I'll leave that for tomorrow. I've just ordered a new Q mat because I've lost that. It's in the house. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Wow. What's Fifth saying? Wow? What? What's wow? Pineal gland produces milk. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's saying about dreaming last night, Rachel. It helps with all that, but your street lights mess with it as well. You know, it needs to be dark. Your street lights mess with it as well. It's what they do, how they get us. And when you were saying about your brother the other day, you were talking about Q for 2 hours and you knew all that stuff years ago, that's because people did know about all the rotten stuff. Because it's true. But they don't realise that help is here. It's help. We needed to break down a few barriers first. Right, let's see. Oh. Actually, I'm not taking them because I actually split it too wide. It didn't jump. Hold on. Let me concentrate. Right, what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna cut them into 3, which I don't normally do because it's taking too long. And see. Get timed out for what? Right. Right, battery's about to go, so let's see. Like I keep saying, 27, maintain your childlike spirit. I came on blowing bubbles before because this is a big thing that you've got to do. Breakthrough, we are breaking through. Number 8. Breaking through the waters. Breakthrough. And the last one is amplify your positive emotions. Number 7. Well, this chat was called Positivity Contracts, which I talked about before with the pebbles. So there you go. And there's a city under the water if you look closely. See? What is it? Atlantis. What's this? Ripples. So there you go. So I'm going to go. Love you and leave you all. You've been really good. Yeah. So when you're done, look at my picture, imagine. What? I didn't get that. Anyway, I'm going to go because the battery's going to go. The collective cards was, wow. Do you mean the little fairy one? Exactly, it's always bang on. Always bang on. I was talking about we need to be together, we need to be helping each other. That's what it's all about. You know. You mean that one? Look like little grey aliens, don't they? The little lights on the hands and the, you know. 48. So they don't lie, do they? Well, there you go. So I'm gonna go and I'll I was gonna have a day off. I'll probably see you tomorrow, but I'm gonna try and have a day off. Depends what pops in me bumps. So night all, and I might see you tomorrow. I'm gonna try and not come on, but you know what I'm like. When I've got something to say, I've got something to say. That's just the way I am. Yeah, so have a good night. Have a go at this. If you've got kids, I've said this before, do the little pebble thing. Or just write on it or something. And I'm going to go because it's going to go, so I'll see you soon.